Hey guys, I just wanted to show you guys quick what it looks like out here and go on towards the farm tip of the week. So as you can see, we've lost most of our snow. It's pretty much gone. It's about 1 degree, 2 degrees. Actually, this morning was a little colder. It's maybe -2, -3. But there's no snow. But what I have to talk to you guys about today is, if you can see right there. So this is one of our cows. We call her Lucky, and she had a calf last night. So this week's farm tip of the week is fencing. And it's something that's actually very, very expensive. And it's something that I haven't been able to invest in too much myself. A little bit. Where I have to patch, I've patched. From what I have here, it needs a lot of fencing. And where this goes is, we had that calf last night. I'll show you guys a picture as I'm talking here. And it's a great little calf, but the situation that it's created is a bit of a pain in the butt, and that is because our bull runs with our cattle the whole time. We can't really predict when calves are coming. So I'm all right, but every so often you miss, right? I saw her inside the barn a lot, isolating herself, which is usually a sign, but I just thought because she had a weaker foot, she was just laying down more. That's what it was. It was a calf. And where this becomes a little bit of an issue is trying to plan when calves are coming for weather. So up here in the north, I like doing March calving. March, April is really ideal for us, only because if you have a really bad winter, you can lose some if they're outside, and no one wants to lose calves, even though there's a chance that they'll be a lot bigger if they have an extra 2 months on them. I like putting them out in April. So these two already popped out earlier because we didn't have fencing. If you invest in a little square area, even a paddock to put your bull in for the winter, it makes a big difference on being able to predict calves. And then that way, God forbid you want to go and have a little time yourself, go on vacation a little bit, or you have to organize workload, you can. I'm not going to lie to you guys, fencing is very expensive. If you have someone do it, it is very, very expensive. And even to do it yourself, it can get expensive on driving posts or T-bars. You guys saw me rednecking it up down there in our front field this fall because of patching, because the fencing is pretty much finished. But driving, what I'd ideally like is wood posts, and just drive wood posts and then run electric fence. I think that's a really good way to do it. And that's what I plan on doing. But that's one of the benefits of having fencing, so that you can isolate your cattle, so that you can have the bull away from the rest of the herd. The other thing is you can isolate with a little bit of fencing. You can isolate your heifers and your steers away from your moms, because one of the big issues we face is the bigger the cow, the more they eat. So if they're at the feeder right now, actually, I'll show you guys because I just put hay in. So this is typically what happens here. The smaller they are, the less hay they get, and those are the ones you want to be growing. So they're always fighting to get hay, while the bigger ones, the bigger cows and the bull, you get the most amount of hay, which you don't really want to be growing. So if you have it so that they're isolated, so that your steers and your growing heifers are isolated, it makes it so that you can get a more gain per day, and you can make sure they get their nutritional needs. Like, I'm a small operation, so I don't really worry too much, because I know I put plenty in. I put more than they need so that everything gets some. But it's one way if you want to try and get more efficient gains to get it. And fencing is an investment. I know in my area it can be between $20 and $30 just to drive the posts in, the wood posts. I haven't done T-bars. I haven't looked at investigating 9-wire too much. My problem is I find cattle like to lean on things, and they put their weight on it, and you put 1,200 pounds and they try and push on it. It's a whole lot more weight per pound on a post. They just destroy it. Electric, I think, is the way to go because it's a psychological barrier, so they're not ever putting weight on it. As you can see, our first little calf is doing well. But that's my farm tip of the week, guys. If you can, like, I know I'm not doing what I preach, but if you can, it makes a big difference for yourself, for organization, and for efficiency, to have it so that you can isolate your calves, or your steers and heifers from your bull, from your cows, so that you can get better gains on the ones you want growing, and make sure that your older ones are not overeating. So that's about it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, tell your friends about us. Take care.